Leo, how are you? I love you, okay? Thank you for being here. This message today, I feel like I'm gonna cry already. There's a new day that is here for you, and it feels like you've been waiting for this for so very long. There's something here about a beautiful new beginning, you being so brand new. There's something here about realizing that you are a wild animal. This is what I'm hearing. You're a wild animal, and there is a whole other wilderness out there that is completely unknown, and you're being called to dive into that unknown. You're being called to dive into that unknown wilderness, to go into this journey, to leave everything that is known, and coming to find out that you're actually building this unknown wilderness, because what this unknown wilderness is a new world. It's a new way of existing. You are constructing within your mind, within your being, and in this physical reality, a new environment, a new world, a new reality, a new stage, a new simulation that hasn't been reached before. You're going to know that this message is for you because you know that something is here for you. You know that the universe is pulling you towards diving into this fear, whatever it is, of something unknown. For some of you, it's to actually go to a place, to move, to completely leave and go somewhere different in the world. For some of you, there's something within you that has been brewing for a long time, and you could stay living in the same place, but you're completely different than you have been. And there is a shift, like an earthquake, like these rumbles of an earthquake and a fault line. And now the level of ground is here. It's not there. It's here now. There's something here about this. This is the Fool in this deck. There is a new journey that you're going on. And this healing that you've been doing for so long, for so many years, for so much time, for your entire life. This is what I'm getting. There is a simulation that you were born into. There is something here that you were born into, and it was complete survival mode every single day. And the hiding of this, the way that a lion goes through something like this is they will hide it. No one will know, right? And they will function in this survival. They will fight, and no one will know. And once it is safe, once this stabilization, some form of safety has been reached, they will sneak away into the jungle alone. And there is where they will deal with, and this is what I feel like you have been doing for an extended period of time up until recently, this point. You're coming out of this and you could feel this. You're new and you're emerging from the jungle now. But it's almost like people and situations, things have been seeing you while you've been in this jungle, healing this, facing these things, and they didn't even see it or know it, right? There's something very discreet here, and now it's shifting to you being seen, but you're the creator of this new reality that you're going to. So it feels like you're going into your fear, into something unknown, but what you're actually going into, it feels like this fear, and you have to dive into this fear, but you're being met with, this is a reality that has been queuing up for you your whole life, and now it's ready for you. So being met with love, being met with abundance, being met with more abundance and more abundance, being met with beauty and your passions being expressed and being recognized, being seen for those. It's your desires played out before you and you're living them. The 10 of Cups. Something remarkable is happening and you understand how to break this simulation and make a new one. You know how to do that. You could come across some crazy numbers. That's what I'm seeing now. Crazy, crazy numbers. Like you could have to do something and it requires a passcode and they already put in the passcode and it's like it's very long. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's like an uppercase letter, a bunch of lowercase letters, random numbers, an uppercase letter again. It's like blah, 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 just craziness. Or you could see something like that that's just like very, very jumbled, or I'm seeing like a lot of abstract art. So you could go somewhere where there is an art gallery where there's a lot of abstract art, or maybe you're being called to create abstract art. There's a sign in that. There's 100% a sign in that from you. And I'm getting somebody who's making spaghetti from scratch, like they're making the noodles from scratch. And this is the thing here. There's something here about somebody wants to make you something, but they're making it themselves and they're making it from scratch. This is a sign, this is a signal to you that your manifestations are coming in. I feel like you know. There is this, it feels very unshaky, very panicky. When is this ball gonna drop? When is this, there's something new that you are, and it's almost like it's gonna shake your reality. Everything is gonna crash away. I feel like it already did. And now you're being asked to take one step further and dive into the unknown, leave comfort zones. But you're gonna be met with the biggest hug from the universe and all aspects of your life transforming, abundance flowing to you effortlessly with ease. There's something here about you are the master of your reality, of this universe. There's going to be really big changes, and certain people cannot come with you. Certain things about yourself that you have changed, they cannot come with you, and you're recognizing this, you're seeing this. Spirit is going to show you in other people, you can see clear as day, there's something that you have changed. And it's very important that you change that, and you're going to see why. Spirit is going to show you people that are trying to give you advice, but they are living in a limitation, and you're not. There's something here about abundance is just coming to you. You're going to get a lot of financial support. You have the freedom of your finances. And some people are seeing this as you being greedy. Look at this. This is what I'm saying. You have the Emperor, you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the Devil. So this is very interesting. Moving into Capricorn season is going to be very interesting, but I feel like this is something that comes in sooner, but in Capricorn season, other people are going to start to see it. You know what I'm hearing now? I'm hearing this quote from like, I don't know what, little movies or something, but it's like, they're like saying, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs. I feel like Capricorn season, there's something here about, there are signs of the abundance that is flowing to you. There's something here that you decided to follow what is being ignited in your soul. Where the guiding light of your soul is taking you. Look at this. Yeah, he's holding the fire. And this is leading to immense amount of stability coming in, of clarity coming in, of resources coming, people coming to support you, money coming to where you can see. The Spirit is forcing you to see that you can stand alone and you can do this. You can thrive in this life. Yeah. And it's almost an obnoxious amount of money, an obscene amount of money. And it's very easy for people to say, oh, that money changed this person. Oh, look at them. They just got lucky, like you don't deserve it. It's very easy for people to try to say, oh, they did this, that's why they got this money. They inherited it, so they didn't really earn it. Or, there's something here about people trying to turn this beautiful blessing that you manifested, you assimilated your own vibration to the unknown, the wild unknown, and you built the wild unknown, and it's beautiful. It's free. It's complete freedom. It's like nothing that this world has known, yet it is so very stable and secure and loving and endlessly gives without limitation. And people have a problem with that. People are like, oh no, you did something toxic to get this. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Yeah. There's something here about people questioning your motives, your moral, your integrity, all this. Look at this, the 3 of Cups. There are people, these are people who are gathering and they're talking here, okay? Gathering and talking. And there are groups of people who they're not happy about this that is coming through, but there are people that are coming who are. So you completely cutting them out of your reality, cutting them out of your mind, not thinking about them anymore. This is making way gives room for the people who are for you to find you. And for you to find them, vice versa. So there is this energy shifting here, which is really beautiful. Mirrored energy here. So you have 12:21 I just saw on the clock. So that's a mirror energy. Something here, I just saw like a pond, and seeing your reflection in the pond water. You could come to see a body of water that you used to know very well, but something about it has changed. Has it been years since you've been to that pond? Did it freeze over? It doesn't have to be a pond, but there's something different. It's not the same here. It has changed, but there is a nostalgia here as well. And it has to do with a body of water when you piece it together, but this could be going to your hometown. It could be a lot of different things. Now here we go with this one. This card is a very interesting card. This is the High Priestess, okay? And there's something here very striking about you. Very striking. Where there has been blocks, the universe is stepping in. The universe is stepping in. God's source energy is stepping in for you. Where people have turned you down, where you have been ostracized, where you have been exiled from with nowhere to go. It's like you had nowhere to go on this planet. And now it's like the planet now answers to you. There is a whole other reality that you're going to be in. And it's like people are not going to have access to this. Not just anyone is going to have access to your energy. This is very spiritual, what is taking place for you. Skulls could be a major, major sign. Seeing a skull is a sign for you. Hearing about somebody hunting and they're using all of the animal for something, right? That's a huge sign for you. Someone making that decision to do so. There are places where you're going to be called to go, and when people see you, they see the ghosts of the skulls that haunt them, and this pushes them to allow the rumblings that have been going on in their soul to break, to completely break and shatter and fall apart. And they need to pick up the pieces and they need to rebuild, just like you have done, which you're now rebuilding your reality. So there is this wreckage that you are leaving behind in other people's lives. But they are doing it. Their spirit guides are requesting from your spirit guides for you to be brought into people's lives for this to happen. That's very important. There is a certain amount of emotional stability here. That's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I see like a person coming in who is here to support you and provide for you emotional stability because you have had to fight on your own. There has been this fighting on your own, and there's something here about being willing to open up to a new journey and being willing to open up with passion. Being willing to be open, to be vulnerable. When you travel by yourself through the world, there is a certain level of protection that you have for yourself, but there is a certain level of vulnerability where you meet new people and you're willing to you can open up to them and bare your soul to them. And there's something about you have that, and you don't actually have to necessarily travel to do this. You're going to know because you're already thinking about moving somewhere. You're already thinking about leaving where you are. This is already something that you are seriously thinking about, or there is like a serious reason that comes about within the next 5 to 7 days that causes you to think this. But for most of you, you could feel this call from within for quite some time. And what is happening is it's allowing you to let something come in that is planning to stay from day one. It's starting to plan to stay from the very first day. And this is because this has been happening before. There's something here where maybe you could be really curious, all of a sudden really interested in learning something that requires a lot of steps. There's steps to it. There's this step, there's that step, and there is this energy of I'm just going to take it one step at a time, and it would be really enjoyable. It would be really fun to do that. And at this point, you don't have all of the answers, but there are certain steps that you want to do. I'm seeing somebody take on a new project, a new way to mold clay, a new way to create something that is different than before. And it's fun, but there's multiple steps. And when you start, let's say this type of clay requires all of these different things and you don't have all the answers. You don't have, how am I going to bake this yet? You don't have the answers of how to do that, but you just are starting. There's something here. This is what the message is. It requires trust at this time. And there is a way that before the universe is trying to show you that with a little fun project that would be fun. But it's leading up to something big in your life. Within the next month, I feel like within, as this calendar year is closing out, Capricorn season, there's something here where there is a radical shift that you're living, you're breathing, you're doing this here. That's how this feels. And it's almost like the universe is showing you that you can just trust. You don't have to have the answers, all of the answers. Not that I really feel like Leos necessarily do, but there's something here about this There's something here about this. You're always taking care of everyone else, and this is the universe taking care of you. And there is a way that you're going to be called to create something that is showing you that. And you creating something that is your passion, that is your joy, living your dream, first in small ways, is going to grow to a really big way where the universe is going to take care of you for you just loving your existence, just being and loving the experience of being. You know? Yeah. She's creating here, she's building this snowman. There is something here that, it cannot be explained. A huge sign of this is you may come across a person and they speak another language and they say, oh, there's not a word for that in English, or there's not a word for that in this language. There's something here about you have reached a place mentally where there's not a way to put words together to articulate it to other people. It's so different. There is no context to this. You could see a shooting star. You may see a shooting star. You may feel really called to look out at the night sky and very drawn to dark blue. You're very protected on this journey because there is something here that's really causing you to face some fear. And it could, is stemming from some trauma that you have dealt with lifetime upon lifetime. But judgment is here. So this is bigger than you. This is bigger than your life, this calling that you're here on. I just saw 22:11 on the clock. So this is very interesting. 111, 222, all these kind of numbers could be very significant for you. There is a number of money in your mind. There is a number that you're like, yes, I would feel set if I had this. And the universe is like, times 3. You're going to get so much more, and it's going to build. It's going to build. It's going to build. There's something about you're going to make a new tradition, or you could be really called to make new traditions. There is a new life. There's something here where maybe you had a picture for your life and it's not going to be that, and you've realized that. But there is something here where the universe is like, but what you are going to get is better. It's so much better than that. Some of you think you're going to be alone. You're going to be alone forever. You're never going to really be able to show your soul and who you really are, the wild animal that you are. But the universe is saying, no, there is a beautiful wilderness where you belong. And this is the thing, is you have created this. This is very spiritual. The people that are coming into your life are very spiritual. There are people that you are going to help. You're going to help them get to this wild, unknown forest that they have been building all of their life. And it's waiting for them. You're going to show them the pathway. And this is to their vortex being created in this reality. There are things here about this world. There's something freaky that you have realized lately, that this could shake reality. This could shake your reality. Something here that you have realized, some kind of experience, very supernatural, freaky stuff. But this is showing you that there are no limits to what you have, and that even the darkness answers to you. The supernatural answers to you. It does. And there is going to be immense confirmation of this. Immense confirmation of this. Wow. You have the Lovers. There is a beautiful love that is going to enter your life. Some of you are, looking for love, maybe not wanting love. There could be something that is sparked with someone you're already with, But this feels like something out of this world. It's really out of this world. You being so in love with life and life being so in love with you. That wherever you go, even the darkness, even the darkest of entities has to bow and kiss your feet. Like, this is how this feels. There is such a beautiful, passionate love here that it could be unexpected. It's like maybe you just want the stability, but you're gonna get the beauty, the freedom, the spiritual excitement, and the love too. You're going to get that also. I feel like this is all a very intriguing surprise, the way that this unfolds. Yeah. It's like so safe, but so free. All elaborately composed for your particular soul. What? Okay. What a journey this has been. Seriously. What? Okay. This is what I have for you. I love you. If you want a personal reading, in the description. If you want to do a hypnosis session with me, only if you feel called to in your heart. Completely changed my entire life. Information is in the description, okay?